Alright, we are recording the new episode of Let's Play DTS-T, and today, for some reason, I have some random dude with me instead of anyone you would know. Introduce yourself, new dude.
Hey, I'm Magnesium Fluoride.
And...
you see that black wall over there? That looks really weird.
which
To
there's...
me it looks like it's from Tron or something. Or Pong.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, this texture is strange. I always thought it was purely for, like, skyscrapers or something in Doom 2. I don't know what it's supposed to represent around here. Yeah. Anyway, do you think I should go into this building or into the cemetery area over here?
The cemetery area looks pretty cool.
Yep, I thought the same thing. Also, apparently it is actually a cemetery with plastic graves. I mean, yeah, I know this can be perceived as a stone texture, but we all know that it's supposed to be like plastic tech base walls. But who cares? In one WOD I've played, the mapper used the pebble texture. I don't know if you remember the texture that has a lot of small white pebbles as a floor, and he used it in like a trash bin to make it. I think his intention was it's like crumbled paper, which I guess it works if you forget what you know about the texture. And this, why is this grave like this? I don't know, it doesn't do anything. Oh, hi, empty grave. Should I jump in? Yes, I should. But apparently it's not Silent Hill 2, so it doesn't do anything. Okay, there's a secret, apparently blue armor, which I don't know how to get. And also, before I forget, this time I caught myself last time that I was talking too much about general level design stuff that the author actually who is watching this LP isn't here for, and I doubt the other people who watch my LP are here for this, so I'm going to try and talk more about the WOD I'm actually playing rather than some abstract ideas. And this guy is here to save the video, to totally carry it on his shoulders, because I'm pretty much going to be boring.
Oh, great.
So yeah.
That little pillar thing is wider than the actual area it's standing on.
Yep.
So,
that's kind of funny looking. Also,
it does some clipping.
Yeah, the perspective with it, because it's supposed to be standing on the floor usually. And when it's on your eye level, it looks kind of weird. You're harsh, man. I'm just looking around, not noticing anything, and here you are going like, what the fuck is that texture? What the hell is this thing? Okay, that's another perspective, I guess. This is more rats from way back episode. Well, I don't remember which episode it was, but it was the first episode of the WOD, which had rats that squeaked really loudly. Of course, you can't hear them because you don't hear the game audio. Okay.
I was pretty impressed that you could squish the rats, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to find out. Even if I kind of feel sorry for the rats. I remember in Deus Ex, the first one, you could also you could also squish the rats, and I was watching that game at my friend's place once before I had it myself, and he knew that I liked rats, and I had pet rats at some point, and he knew it, and he was deliberately going around just squishing them all, just to annoy me. What a jerk. But yeah, I'm actually much more impressed by the fact that the monsters can apparently squish the rats too, because I still don't know how that's done. Haven't looked. Also, I managed to go God knows where, and I emerged back here with ease, so this WOD is getting a bit better at guiding my hand without even me realizing it. Okay, when I'm fighting hordes of enemies, I'm going to concentrate, so talking is up to you.
Oh, okay.
Commentary,
it seems
go.
like you're invited to the Doom party of all these dudes just beating the crap out of you.
Well, I never really cared about parties, but this is even worse. Usually I can just, I don't know, the worst that could happen is my head could hurt, or I would be completely bored, but this is much more dangerous. Also, this path is sealed, so I cannot return and grab some health. Let's save. This is the best moment to save with 12 HP. Someone's hurling fireballs. Okay, how would I go about getting that secret? I am kinda seeing some bonuses on this ledge all the way across. So maybe there is a way to jump on. No, it ends here. There's a little hole here. Ah, it's where I came from, I think. Any ideas?
Not really, but I have realized something.
Okay, what?
The military in this WOD really likes cutting costs with the plastic graves and the really thin castles.
Yeah, I suppose it's yeah, the author himself said that he saved a lot of bricks on that thin castle, if you remember, if you watched that episode. When I looked out of the window of the castle and there is a wall, it like didn't have any depth whatsoever, it was just like this one side, and I kinda pressured him on that and he said, I was saving bricks. Okay, fair enough.
Well, I mean, extra-dimensional space travel isn't really that cheap, so...
Well, apparently the scientists just kinda made those two devices and well, now it's... I don't know if it costs any to travel anymore once the devices are complete, so I don't know, do they cost... I don't know, do they use fuel or of some sort? And if they do, then how the hell whoever stole them is still able to use them through these... What is he actually... I am not even going to touch who the hell stole that device, but why... What is he trying to achieve here? He's like jumping all these dimensions, walking through each one a little bit, usually going into some scary castle, and once he is in the scariest place of the scariest castle, he just presses the button again and teleports into the next dimension. Maybe
I
he's
guess his
like...
goal is to piss you off by fucking around.
Well, I don't know, I guess maybe he's like, he's in it for sightseeing. But also I can appreciate that, so I'm not really angry, because I get to look at all these wonderful locations that I have never heard about before.
It wouldn't be very fun if you're just kind of walking through a single corridor and then he's like right there and then you shoot him in the face and he dies and the WOD's over.
Yeah, that would be kind of an unconventional way to end the game. If he was just everyone would expect a 32 level megawatt, and then on level like 7 across the corner there's a marine who goes, no wait, stop! And you shoot him, and then like the credit rolls. Whoa, credits. What was the word? I think it was like 2002 Doom Odyssey, where the story was about some, I don't remember the name, some trooper guy, like a single human, like a zombie man, who stole the main hero's wife or something like that. And as far as I remember, he was like the final boss on the final level. There's like this single zombie moon, one of these guys standing there in the end.
A battle of epic proportions.
Yep. Especially considering that by that time the player has like the BFG, the rocket launcher, and all the power-ups he can think of, and then bam, the toughest boss there is. Okay, I got the blue key. Huh.
Oh wow.
This is interesting. Everyone likes to say how much they appreciate situations when you come, when you can ambush some monsters from behind, because that poses an interesting gameplay situation where you have a choice of either trying to just run or wake them up. Here I'm going to try and be smart. I'm going to wait until this door closes, blocking the sound, and kill this Keiko demon in peace. Here, one-on-one. Wow, apparently I ran out of shells. Huh, never expected that to happen, but I have a full belt or whatever it is of bullets, so okay, whatever. If these were revenants I would have some doubts, but as it is, just kinda shoot them all. It's rare that in Doom you require a different strategy when shoot them all, anyway.
All these imps and zombies are just attending a church service and you just come in here and you massacre them all with a chain gun.
I always wanted to do this. Also, I would appreciate it if these textures were aligned to the faces, the big square things that move them like 32 inches pixels to the left. Ah, pisses me off. Well, not really, but for dramatic effect. Okay. These metal things make me wary. I think they're going to lower at some point, revealing maybe barons. And there is whoever stands on a place like this in a church. I've never been to a real church, so I don't know. Who is he supposed to be here? Or is it not? Is it not realistic portrayal of churches?
He can be Bill Cosby.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to kill Bill Cosby, damn it. Well, I am going to steal his rocket and his box of medical supplies. Also a couple boxes here if I remember. Yep. More of these strange black tiles. And I'm just giving the author a bit of a service here and saying that those are black tiles and not windows into nothingness, which I thought they were supposed to be originally. They're worshipping some kind of pile of meat and guts and whatever this is. Green. It's probably a... I don't remember. In Doom there is like a couple variations of this sprite, and I always thought they were completely the same thing, but something makes me think. Yeah, there's... You can see a bit of a helmet there on the right. Like the 10 thingy with the silver thing and all the green parts. I think it's like a marine, like myself. A bit blown up. Let's see, is there a player? Yep, this guy.
I never actually noticed that.
Well, you learn something new every day. Okay, let's go. This reminds me of a Duke Nukem 3D map. Where you go behind the altar and there's like something... cannot be opened from here. I think it's what's called Death Row. Okay, so where do I... Oh, yes. Somewhere I picked up a... Wait, where did I pick up a yellow key? Huh? Oh, I think it was in the cemetery. You're supposed to be paying attention here, dude.
I pay attention to everything, except for things that are relevant to the game, which is what I should be talking about. Yes,
you should be talking much more and be much... I don't know, feel much more airtime, because my throat is going to hurt if I'm forced to talk all the time for both of us here for an hour. And I woke up too early today, so I may get sleepy, so I may stop talking whatsoever. I'll try to play still, but you may have to just carry on the commentary by yourself, so prepare. I know some jokes.
What kind of area is this? On like the other corridor that's like all brown to your left.
Left? This? Here?
Yeah.
Well, I'll go there later, because it goes down and I'm not really sure if... Okay, now I don't know where to go. I don't know, did you see my like first Doom Let's Play? Was it Knee Deep in Phobos? Also with Hippocat. And there were a lot of places where I just... there was like 2 ways to go, and I would try one way, then see something that made me hesitate, just run back and try the other way again. And this is one of those times I'm going to feel, because I was thinking that this was like an optional area with some supplies, but there's a teleporter, so now I want to go down here and investigate here. There's a bit of a courtyard, apparently. I'm going to use all my rockets.
Opens up into some sort of fruit bowl or fruit punch bar.
Fruit bowl? What the hell is that? Fruit ball field. Now that might be a sport I could actually appreciate. Huh! I wonder if this means something. Maybe this. Now, if only I knew what that actually did. Oh, maybe this. The problem solves itself before my eyes. I don't have to do anything. Just like I like it. Not even going to
Your
bother.
intelligence is unmatched by any other man.
Surely. Absolutely. Now I wonder what the hell this is supposed to be. There's a dude going alone online in Skype whose window is kind of blocking my HUD again. Damn it, go. Oh, yes, now he's away. So, this looks like it was a lift at one point, maybe. Or it's just a fancy piece of metal. So, anyway, it doesn't work. Don't care. Okay, so there's a teleporter here. Now, this is an important decision that I'm going to force you to make. Which teleporter do I take first? This one or the one in that other place?
Go with the other one.
Okay.
I have no logic behind it.
Prolonging the LP here, the episode I see.
I'll prolong the episode by upwards of 5 seconds.
Well, every second counts. Okay. So.
This area is pretty cool.
This
It's just like an observing post type thing.
Well, too bad if I sit on this chair here I can't actually see anything useful. Except the different kinds of ceilings here, which are kind of random. Okay, let's go into this second teleporter. Maybe it'll bring me to that area and nothing there also. That's kind of strange. Also reminds me a bit of a certain... Wait, no, I visited this one. A certain area in level 2 of Turok 2. Where there were two ledges like that. Oh, what the hell is this? This is interesting. Switch to chain gun. Too bad those are not shotgun guys, or otherwise this combat situation would have been a bit more tense and exciting. So far this what is pretty easy, except for the parts where I stop paying attention and get completely destroyed by like a single event. Okay, well, this is a neat little area. Something just teleported. Oh wow, that's a threat.
Look out, he's coming right at you.
Yeah. So I guess I have to proclaim that it's self-defense and go shoot him. Kinda reminds me of South Park here. Okay, let's go back. And abuse the wonderful bugginess of Doom lifts, which always go to the lowest point when you press them. So things like this could happen. Actually, if I was the author, I would totally hide the secret down there, making you do this trick with the lifts. But I didn't notice any secrets, so yeah. Now there's some density to this ceiling for once. So I guess the author is improving. Noticeably, stairs have risen in the courtyard. I wonder. Oh, how convenient. Wow,
What a great staircase.
Yep. Woohoo! Luckily, Doom Guy can just run up any kind of surface as long as every step is 24 pixel high or lower. So people make like ladders that way. Imagine a stair like this, but every step is only 1 pixel wide. By wide I mean thin or thick, whatever. And well, in these early games like Series 7 Doom, if you try to make stairs, it always looks kind of strange. Also, is something blinking over here? Ah, it's just a torch. I thought it was a secret. Okay. I am doing something for sure. Something that should make something else happen. Alright! Haha! Whoa! Did I jump into this fountain before? Was the blood harmful? I don't remember.
I don't know, but the fruit punch definitely doesn't like you.
Well, I don't like it, whatever. But maybe I was supposed to not just step in it with my dirty boots. Maybe took offense to this disrespectful action. Okay, whatever. Cut off. Come on, man, you could adjust the textures. Oh. Okay. And suddenly a sled wall. Which again, we all know that this is a tech-based texture, but nothing about it actually screams that it can't be some kind of gothic castle tiles and stones or whatever, stone walls. Now this door looks more important than this one, so let's go. But this one cannot be opened from here. Fine. Someday the gameplay is going to get challenging, I hope. I'm noticing it because this is... Oh, Berserk. Now that's cool. I'm going to challenge myself to use the fist only for as long as I can. I'm noticing that because the level, this level is pretty generic so far, even if it has neat areas like the courtyard or that area with the lifts, and also, wow, look at all those faces on the ceiling. All the areas that are neat in this level, the cemetery, the plastic graves, whoa! But the aesthetic still is pretty generic, even if it's one of my favorite styles of level in Doom, the green marble. I don't know why the authors of Doom decided that green marble should be a thing, but it was a successful idea and I love those levels.
Is the Berserk still active even though the screen's not red?
Yep, almost everyone actually doesn't get it usually in Doom, but Berserk lasts for the entirety of a level once you pick it up. The screen, the red effect just fades away, but the effect of my fist doesn't.
There will be no limit to the amount you can rip and tear.
Well, except if there's like a spider mastermind. I don't think I can face a spider-man. Even though once on my record, sadly I didn't record it, but I managed to kill one with a chainsaw one time, but I'm definitely not going to be able to kill it with my fist. Oh, come on man, that's just lazy. But,
Yeah, there's something down there.
There's skulls. I think that's the texture of skulls, which is intriguing, because that's obviously done on purpose, and I now wish that author was also here, so that I could ask him what he was trying to portray here. Because it's interesting what this structure is supposed to be. I don't know, some kind of... there's even some steps in there. You know what, my guess is that these faces... Whoa, shit! These faces are going to eventually lower, because there are steps... Ah, crap, when did I save? Ah, alright, not too far. There's steps in there. Did you notice the steps here?
Oh no, I didn't actually. I was thinking that they were using skulls and dead people for insulation in the building to keep it warm.
No, that's morbid. Okay, I'm looking at the steps now. We should be able to see them here. The two very, very thin ones. So that I'm donning my detective hat. I'm saying detective hat because yes, Sherlock Holmes. My fucking god, how did I manage to forget the name Sherlock Holmes? Sherlock Holmes hat and bubble pipe, and I am proclaiming that using my amazing skills of deduction, I think that I can state that this thing is really going to lower at some point. Maybe there's going to be like a cyber demon in there. But so far my guesses have been kind of wrong, because I predicted those metal things to lower with barons in them. And that never happened, and it's never going to happen. Also, I forgot that I wanted to punch things. Revenants are also actually supposed to be really easy to punch, because if you're close enough to them, they are not going to try and shoot you with their missiles. And there's like a range between the missile range and the punch range where they just do not attack whatsoever. But it's pretty hard to stay in that range reliably, and of course you cannot actually punch them. But you can just run up and punch, and proceed like that. But I am not dexterous enough by far for that. And this is...
Oh, wait.
What?
Go back to that place that you were just at.
This?
It's just a place where you sit down and you stare at the wall.
Yep, and you worship this, whatever demon this is, Baphomet, the final boss of Doom 2, I think it looks like... Yes, it pretty much looks like the wall that is trying to be a boss in the end of Doom 2, the icon of sin. Yeah, there were stranger places with benches here, which you didn't really say anything about, I think. Okay, this is really going... Well, yeah, this half of the world here is supposed to be the domain of the worshippers of the death god, whatever his name, Morbus. The tiny guy in the black robe, he was screaming, Sadovnik! And... well, that's why all the satanic imagery is appropriate here. Someone managed to paint a really accurate and careful pentagram here with lava, which doesn't melt or what. What's the word used for when a liquid just kind of goes somewhere because it doesn't stay in one place?
Flow?
Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Flow. Yeah. Oh, was the switch always here? Yeah, I guess it was.
You were looking at it from the other direction.
Ah, right. So yeah, this lava doesn't flow anywhere, which is kind of interesting. But I guess maybe it's thick enough for that. Also, that ambush was kind of slow. Now, if this door closed, that would be an interesting situation, because it would still be completely possible to survive, but it would be really tense. And that's the kind of situations that I like in Doom, the traps where you have a really tiny space and a lot of enemies, and you have to really think really fast. Wait, why am I pulling out my super shotgun? Think really fast at like which corner to go and what weapon to pull out to survive a tight spot. Okay, what did I? Yes, I think it said something about more being left. Here, rockets? No. Okay. Maybe. Now this is just a guess, but maybe there's a switch on this side also. Place your bets. I'm talking to you. Place your bets. Don't just sit there.
Well, I would bet my firstborn child, but I don't know how sure I am of that.
You got to be more confident, guy.
It's time to go all in.
I'm saying that as I'm saving my game, because I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to beat this guy one-on-one. But that's a bit of a different situation. Even if I can best all the barons in the world with my berserker rage, yeah, wouldn't necessarily mean that I'm completely certain that I'm going to have a firstborn child at some point in my life. But it may help, who knows. I gotta hone my skills in case it becomes useful.
The windows in the roof are pretty good at breaking up, like, boring ceiling segments.
Yeah. Even though I'm kinda... the texture of the vertical logs on this clearly horizontal shape kinda hurts my eyes, because there's a lot of horizontal, and by logs I mean planks, of course. A lot of horizontal plank textures also available. But I guess that's a sort of a Doom tradition, because a lot of original mappers for the original game did stupid crap like this. Okay, this is another style of pentagram, another switch, interesting. And this step here, I wonder if it means, it's like a hint that you should jump over. It's completely unnecessary, because jumping over is also possible. But I guess he added the ability to jump later. This is a very useful secret, considering that I can pick nothing precisely.
Well, that guy would have had use for it if he wasn't dead.
Well, obviously. But if he managed to use his resources, well, he probably wouldn't be dead right now like an idiot. Oh. Why did I not expect, and why is there like half of the imps that were on that side? Well, I guess that's at least not symmetrical, so props for that. Again, I'm just tempted to pull out my SSG every time. I guess maybe subconsciously I'm thinking that this punching can get kind of boring to watch. Okay, let's see. Huh. Yes.
Whoa. Oh.
Now, screw that. I would use my chainsaw, but there is more than one Keiko, so let's just go and rocket them. The funniest part about chainsawing Keiko demons is that I learned that they're easily chainsawable from like the most shitty, crappy, whatever random book of like hints for the SNES, which included the SNES version of Doom, which had completely wrong controls listed there and wrong levels and monsters, because it spoke of specters which aren't in that version. So I'm going to see what's in here. But it said that chainsaw is good for demons and Keiko demons, and I took that advice to heart once and never forgot it ever since, because that's... Whoa, suddenly a baron for no reason. Is there... Okay, wait. Okay, that was kind of dumb. But is there any reason to go here? No. Rockets. So maybe those doors are now open behind the main area there. I'm going to kill you quickly. Ah, I was hoping he would get crushed by the door. I don't think I discovered very long ago that the monsters in Doom can also be crushed under doors like in Duke Nukem. And ever since I did, it became my I don't know, utmost desire to squish as many monster corpses under doors as I can. Especially since in vanilla, I don't know, you're probably not aware of this bug in the original Doom. If you squish a corpse under a door, or maybe I think even a crusher works if it transforms into this like small puddle of blood, and then an archvile comes along and tries to resurrect it, the resulting monster that rises from that puddle of blood, well, it's the original monster, but it's completely like, it's no clipping, so it goes through walls and is invulnerable to fire. And
These are pretty radical monsters.
Yep, I would not actually want to ever encounter something like it myself. I only read about that bug, but I can kind of understand maybe how that happens, because like maybe when the actor switches from the corpse to the decoration thingy, blood, I don't know, something, probably some flags change that they don't change back when he resurrects the monster. Okay, screw you guys, I'm just going to jump down here.
The Archvile decided to remake him.
What's going on? Wait a minute. There is something in the liquid. Get out of this pit, Marine!
I'm trying. Marine! Fucking hell. Okay, maybe I'm going to... Yes, I'm just going to die here and pass the level. O'Reilly was essentially screaming to me to get out of the liquid because there's something in the liquid. Oh, I was thinking maybe some completely... Wait.
That was close, Marine. On the positive side, the signal is stronger here. Explore the area.
Okay.
But be cautious.
I would never have guessed. Guess what he said to me right now.
There was a giant plus hiding in the water and it came up to attack you.
Pretty close, but no, he said something more obvious. He said once again that try to explore the area, but try not to die. Because I forgot what I was doing here. What was my mission? I kinda, yeah, completely escaped my mind. But thanks for the refresher there, Riley.